Welcome to Alpine, Texas. Situated at 4,500 feet in the Texas mountains, Alpine has a great climate and it's just a 2.5-hour car ride from Midland, Odessa. Alpine hosts a wide variety of events year-round, including Alpine Cowboys Baseball, Viva Big Bend, Art Walk, and the Big Bend Ranch Rodeo. Alpine is the hub of the Big Bend region, and it's the perfect place for your hassle-free weekend getaway. Find out more at visitalpinetx.com.
Good evening, I'm David Elder, host of the food and travel show, Texas Eats. Not only was I one of the judges for the inaugural Texas Travel Awards, but I'm extremely excited to be the host for this evening's awards presentation. You might recognize the background. Tonight we are broadcasting from Mission San Jose and San Antonio. Known as Queen of the Missions, this is the largest of the 5 Spanish colonial missions that were named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2015. This rare honor has only been bestowed upon 24 sites in the United States, making it a premier travel destination in Texas. Which is what we're here to celebrate tonight, the vast and wondrous places and activities that makes Texas a traveler's dream. The Texas Travel Awards were launched by the publishers of Austin Monthly, San Antonio Magazine, and Texas Music to recognize and celebrate top travel destinations and attractions across the Lone Star State after the COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted the travel industry. Texans are once again hitting the open road and exploring this great state, and we're proud tonight to honor the places and activities that define the best in Texas tourism. With hundreds of entries, judging these awards was no small feat. This incredible panel of judges took their time to select the best of the best. Let's take a minute to see who they are. And now to the winners. First, for the winners by size in the category Art Festival Small Market, the winner is Paint the Town Street Fest in Marble Falls. From a plein air competition to the sculpture on Main Street Fest, the philanthropic week-long event hosted by the Highland Lakes Creative Arts unites regional artists with the community. Demonstrations, exhibits, family arts activities, and live music are all inspired by the Hill Country. There's also vendors, a sculpture show and sell, and various fundraising efforts held to support arts education in the public school system. For Boutique Hotel Big Market, the winner is Archer Hotel Austin. What's Texas chic? Book a visit to this AAA 4-diamond Forbes 4-star hotel and find out.
Located in North Austin's Tony Domain Northside Retail District, the Archer's rustic luxe ethos reflects Texas history with the use of native materials like limestone, Western murals, a neon art homage to late musician Doug Somm, and a grand glass-sided staircase blend the old and new aspects of Lone Star State heritage. The guest rooms feature stunning Texas-inspired artwork, snacks, and amenities from local artisans.
For Boutique Hotel Small Market, the winner is
Walden Retreats Hill Country in Johnson City. The outdoors is the best way to experience the Hill Country's charm, which is why this 96-acre luxury riverfront camping retreat ensures your comfort while keeping your eyes on the prize. Those rolling hills, wildflower meadows, and stands of grand old native trees. Each 525 square foot tent boasts spacious decks with expansive views, fire pits, clawfoot tubs, air conditioning, and wood-burning stoves. There's even fully equipped kitchens. Or find sustenance by picking up some olive oil, cheese, meat, produce, and beverages from local farms and tasting rooms. Burn off the fruits of your labor by paddling, mountain biking, hiking, or swimming the region's many swimming holes.
For Brewery Mid-Market 2, the winner is
Guadalupe Brewing in New Braunfels. Texas weather may be famous for its mercurial nature, and the releases from this New Braunfels brewery has the perfect drink for every fluctuation. Hot and humid days call for a Texas honey ale or a refreshing pilsner, while crisp and breezy weather is ideal for enjoying a s'mores or pecan cocoa stout, or a German-style Doppelbock. Whatever your preference, you can order a growler to go to continue imbibing at home.
For Brewery Small Market, the winner is
Save the World Brewing Company in Marble Falls. The nation's first 100% philanthropic brewery goes beyond crafting small batch Belgian beers by donating to charities near and far that address basic human needs. The husband and wife owners, who are former physicians, are equally committed to creating a sustainable, family and pet-friendly community space. They've implemented green practices like using solar and reclaimed materials, and they repurpose spent grain from the brewing process. To date, Save the World Brewing Company has raised over $200,000, and since the start of the pandemic has donated $50,000 to food banks, while also supplying hand sanitizer and masks to individuals, businesses, and hospitals locally and nationally.
For Destination Marketing Campaign Big Market, the winner is
Visit Austin Small Business Season. 2020 was tough on everyone, but independent retailers and restaurateurs in particular floundered. Visit Austin created its Small Business Season campaign to empower residents and visitors alike to help support and preserve the local retail and culinary community. By inspiring consumers to shop local throughout December, Visit Austin boosted visibility and sales and even sold items from local makers through the Visitor Center's own online store. A digital guide and collaborations with media partners like Pinterest, iHeartMedia, and Austin Monthly also highlighted more than 300 Austin businesses.
For Destination Marketing Campaign Mid-Market 1, the winner is
Visit Fredericksburg, Texas. Like a fine wine, Fredericksburg is aging well. 2021 is the town's demi-semi-sepcentennial. That's 175 years. And with pandemic restrictions easing, seasonal events and travel promotions such as October's Wine Month Passport are back. The folks at Visit Fredericksburg, Texas work hard to remind travelers that no matter what time of the year you visit, there's something for everyone. From wildflowers and farm stands to swimming holes, small town rodeos, art exhibitions, boutiques, tasting rooms, museums, barbecue, Oktoberfest, and outdoor recreation of every stripe.
For Destination Marketing Campaign Mid-Market 2, the winner is
Texas Hill Country Wineries. From multi-generational vineyards and low-intervention backdoor cellars to commercial estates with organized tours, the 50 and counting Hill Country wineries along the Texas Wine Trail offer visitors an array of winemaking styles and varietals in one of the most geographically and climatically blessed parts of Texas.
For Destination Marketing Campaign Small Market, the winner is
Marble Falls Visitor Guide. The next best thing to visiting this enchanting hill country town is planning the trip with the help of this whimsical booklet. There's an illustrated guide to native fish species and a map extolling the virtues of local restaurants. Hyatt Bluebonnet Cafe is a must. Boutiques, galleries, green spaces, and outdoor adventures such as caving, paddling, and dirt biking. The highlights are all here, accompanied by gorgeous photos that will have you book in a room, Airbnb, or campsite stat.
For Destination social media account Big Market, the winner is
Visit Austin. While 2020 forced the travel industry to pause, Visit Austin kept going. As part of the organization's ongoing commitment to the local hospitality industry, it used its social media channels to highlight the people, businesses, and attractions that make Austin such a vibrant destination and place to live. Interactive games, a collaborative video series with local chefs, favorite Austin hangs shared by baristas and bartenders, and a series highlighting Black-owned businesses all fostered engagement and education, providing a much-needed dose of positivity in the process.
For destination social media account Mid-Market 1, the winner is...
Visit Fredericksburg, Texas. Want to know where to find the most luscious farmstead peach ice cream, extravagant holiday lights, or bluebonnet carpeted meadows? Follow @VisitFredTX and feast your eyes on images of the best that Fredericksburg and the surrounding hill country have to offer. You'll also find frequent updates on seasonal events, promotions, and travel information.
For destination social media account Mid-Market 2, the winner is...
Texas Hill Country Wine. Created by the folks at Texas Hill Country Wineries, this scenic social channel proves the state's wineries have their own flavor. The photos of rolling hills, dreamy sunsets, romantic picnics, cycling tours, and glasses clinking amongst the vines could be Napa, but the cowboy hats, blue bonnets, and longhorn photos are a dead giveaway. This is the Lone Star State and Texas wine country.
For destination social media account Small Market, the winner is...
Visit Alpine. The core content of these Facebook and Instagram feeds are high-quality snaps acquired through the annual #AlpineTX photo contest, which attracts novices as well as skilled hobbyists. This corner of Texas is all about the visuals and capturing the distinctive flora, fauna, mercurial skies, and wide-open landscapes make compelling posts that speak for themselves. When stay-at-home orders were enacted, Visit Alpine shifted to inspirational and aspirational mode, sharing tranquil West Texas imagery as a reminder to savor the slower pace.
For event Big Market, the winner is...
Visit Austin Chef's Feed Food Series. Austin's innovative culinary scene has made the city destination worthy. Only in the capital city can you dine at a Texas izakaya, Asian-inspired barbecue joint, and a pincho bar all in one day. This video series invites out-of-town chefs from locales like Denver, Los Angeles, and San Francisco to experience authentic Austin with local chefs as guides. After sampling the foodways, eateries, history, and entertainment districts Austin has to offer, the guest chefs develop Austin-inspired menus to showcase at their home restaurants. History never tasted so good.
For event Mid-Market 2, the winner is...
Texas Wine Month. While much of the nation spends October prepping for winter weather, Texas enjoys an extended Indian summer. It's also Wine Month, which coincides with Crush, or the annual grape harvest. From October 1st through the 31st, over 40 participating hill country wineries offer complimentary tastings, events, and discounts on bottle purchases with the purchase of the Texas Wine Month Digital Passport. Slow is the way to go. All the better to explore the rolling countryside, back roads, and word-of-mouth cellars.
For event Small Market, the winner is...
Paint the Town Street Fest Marble Falls. This plein air competition asks artists to create works that are then displayed along the Main Street median. Hosted by the Highland Lakes Creative Arts, this week-long event unites the region's artists with the community and includes demonstrations, exhibits, family arts activities, and live music while raising money to support arts education in the public school system.
For Farmers Market Mid-Market 2, the winner is...
New Braunfels Farmers Market. For a real taste of hill country living, spend part of a Saturday in downtown New Braunfels, where over 60 vendors gather to share their produce, pasture-raised meat, eggs and poultry, cheese, honey, pecans, cut flowers, prepared foods, baked goods, wine, and apothecary products during the weekly farmers market. Shopping the market, even as a day tripper, supports regional farms, ranches, and artisans, while the live music and plentiful breakfast and lunch options make this a fun community experience for the whole family.
For Food City Small Market, the winner is...
Granbury. Visitors can follow the Eat Where the Locals Eat food trail for a tasty tour of the region's favorite culinary locales. Available via a mobile app or physical punch card, there's recommendations for lunch at a divey burger joint, a boozy Sunday at the Silver Saddle Saloon ice cream parlor, or a romantic wine pairing dinner at Restaurant Anise. Granbury also hosts related pop-up events and offers other perks throughout the year.
For food festival or series big market, the winner is...
Visit Austin's Best Seat in the House. Get a flavor for Austin through this 18-episode instructional video series, launched in May 2020. Guided by some of the city's best-known chefs and bartenders, viewers will learn how to make signature dishes and drinks. This series streams via YouTube, Facebook, IGTV, and the Visit Austin website, where dedicated blog posts about each episode include additional intel on featured businesses and experts.
For food festival or series small market, the winner is...
Taste of Rockport Fulton Restaurant Weeks. Dining out supports the local economy, but this 4-week April event, created by the Rockport Fulton Chamber of Commerce and Rotary Club of Rockport, also gives back. By using a QR code provided by participating restaurants, diners can digitally donate to the Rotary Foundation Scholarship Fund, which allows a local student to attend college or a trade school.
For holiday event Mid-Market 2, the winner is...
Bernie's A Tuna Christmas. The Bernie Community Theater's production of the play by Texas playwrights Jason Williams, Joe Sears, and Ed Howard is a hoot. Williams and Sears dress up and play everyone from blonde diner waitresses to an extraterrestrial obsessed townie in the made-up small town of Tuna. This holiday fundraiser for the theater is a fun annual tradition.
For holiday event small market, the winner is...
South Padre Island's Holiday Sandcastle Village and Light Show. Tinsel and icicles aren't the South Padre way of proclaiming the holidays. There, it's all about sand. This 6-week celebration starts the Friday after Thanksgiving with the creation of festive sculptures built by sand artists from all over the world. Every evening caps off with a light show that rivals the real-life hues of the Gulf sunset.
For Hotel Big Market, the winner is...
Thompson Dallas. Located downtown within the National, Dallas's newest urban luxury mixed-use project, the Thompson has 219 luxurious rooms and 2 destination restaurants, Catbird and the 9 at the National. The historic building, designed by the late architect George Dahl, underwent a $460 million preservation and restoration, part of the largest adaptive reuse project in the state's history. The hotel retains the glamour of old Dallas, embellished with groundbreaking modern design.
For Museum Cultural Institution Big Market, the winner is...
Blanton Museum of Art in Austin. Lovers of modern and contemporary American and Latin American art will particularly enjoy this collection, which contains over 19,000 works, in addition to temporary exhibitions and events. One of the largest university art museums in the U.S., the Blanton, which is part of the University of Texas, continued its commitment to education during the pandemic by offering virtual tours, behind-the-scenes talks with gallery assistants, and art couriers, make-at-home activities inspired by various works, and other digital programming that have proven so popular, they're now ongoing.
For Museum Cultural Institution Mid-Market 2, the winner is...
Admiral Nimitz Museum at the National Museum of the Pacific War in Fredericksburg. While Fredericksburg may be better known for its German heritage, peaches, and wineries, it is also home to what USA Today calls one of the top 5 history museums in the country. The 6-acre campus features memorabilia, exhibits, and installations. A must-see is the flagship gallery dedicated to the life and achievements of namesake and native son Fleet Admiral Chester W. Nimitz. Housed in the former Old Nimitz Hotel, the state-of-the-art building was designed to give visitors the ambience of moving through an oversized watercraft.
For Museum Cultural Institution Small Market, the winner is...
Museum of the Big Bend and Alpine. A department of Sul Ross State University, the caliber of the events and education at this museum is in keeping with big city institutions. In 2020, True West magazine named it one of the top 10 Western museums in the U.S. The focal point is a permanent Big Bend legacy exhibit with interpretive panels, artifacts, and videos. There's seasonal art and history exhibits, and the annual Trappings of Texas event and sale is a national showcase of contemporary Western art and custom gear. Cartography buffs should check out the Yana and Marty Davis map collection, with original documents dating back to the 16th century.
For Music Festival Mid-Market 2, the winner is...
Bob Will's Fiddle Festival and Contest in Greenville. The king of Western swing would undoubtedly approve of this foot-stomping 2-day festival, which has been endorsed by the Bob Wills Heritage Foundation and the Late Musicians Estate. Celebrate Texas music heritage with a kickoff dinner and dance party, followed by a national fiddle contest and Bob Wills exhibit. An outdoor stage hosts multiple acts as well as a headliner concert.
For Music Festival Small Market, the winner is
Viva Big Bend. Dubbed the biggest small music festival, Viva was founded to build community and boost the region's music industry by supporting local venues and performers who share the stage with bigger statewide acts. It's a 5-day traveling roadshow of sorts. Rather than drawing audiences to a central location, nearly every stage in Alpine, Marfa, Terralingua, Fort Davis, and Marathon play host to more than 60 live performances spanning multiple genres.
For Music Series Big Market, the winner is
Visit Austin's Best Seat in the House Live Music Edition. The pandemic had a ripple effect on the live music capital of the world, shuttering iconic venues and leaving performers and industry workers without employment. To support the ailing music scene, Visit Austin created this live stream concert series and benefit. It's 3-hour-long episodes filmed at artists' homes, and the Long Center of the Performing Arts features more than 24 Austin musicians paying tribute to prominent icons and music movements in Austin, including Willie Nelson, Daniel Johnston, and the city's black music legacy. Beneficiaries included the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians, Hi, How Are You Project, and 6 Square Austin's Black Cultural District.
For Music Series Mid-Market 2, the winner is
New Braunfels Americana Music Jam. If you like your live music like your barbecue plate, with a little of this and a little of that, this quarter-century-old Hill Country benefit courtesy of Green Hall and 92.1 KNBT is for you. The celebration of America's homegrown genres takes over the hall with jam-packed schedule of performances each May.
For Public Art Display Big Market, the winner is
the George Hotel in College Station. At this stylish hotel, the Go Big or Go Home art piece by Thedra Kohler Ledford is a literary love letter to the Lone Star State's heritage, comprised of nearly 10,000 used books about Texas, including volumes on barbecue, native plants, Aggie texts, and historical novels. Inspired by the old barns of the Brazos Valley and dedicated to the late Barbara Pierce Bush, the First Lady of Literacy, the wall serves to educate and inspire guests to follow her example of selfless service through volunteerism, advocacy, and charitable giving to literacy causes. The Georgia's fundraising program, Roundup for Reading, allows visitors to advance Bush's legacy by donating during their stay.
For Public Art Display Mid-Market 2, the winner is
Georgetown Public Arts Program. Think of downtown Georgetown as an Easter egg hunt. Art abounds in the historic town square, City Hall, Municipal Court, parks, Southwestern University campus, public library, and historic African American Shotgun House. The Arts and Culture Board borrows, purchases, and commissions murals, sculptures, paintings, and installations from local and Texas artists for public enrichment. Georgetown's 19th century architecture earned it the designation as most beautiful square in Texas, and these diverse and inspiring works keep raising the bar.
For Public Art Display Small Market, the winner is
Alpine Downtown Murals. There's a lot bubbling beneath the surface in Alpine, including a grassroots arts initiative that's led to more than 35 downtown murals. The works range from pieces inspired by the region's history and ranching heritage to fantastical pop art, and are produced by local arts volunteers and muralist Style Reed, in collaboration with the annual Artwork Festival. Downtown property owners also participate, commissioning smaller murals by local and visiting artists, several of which are in the alley between 5th and 6th Streets. The Big Bend Arts Council, Alpine Downtown Association, Sul Ross University, and City of Alpine also contribute to the development of this eye-catching, small-town public art experience that includes walking tours.
For Public Park Mid-Market 2, the winner is
Jenkins Park in Baytown. This scenic, woodsy 100-acre park takes adults, kids, and canines into account. With 2 spacious dog parks, multiple playgrounds, a skate park, an 18-hole disc golf course, and fields, courts, and pitches for baseball, volleyball, basketball, and soccer, it's easy for the entire family to stay all day. There are also miles of hiking and biking trails amid diverse terrain, and a popular summer splash pad provides play areas for different age groups.
For Public Park Small Market, the winner is
Johnson Park in Marble Falls. Since 1888, community events have been hosted among the pecan trees of this lakeside and creek-adjacent green space. It even earned the designation as one of Texas' 38 Lone Star Legacy parks. That heritage is kept alive with beloved annual events like the Howdy Roo Chili Cook-Off and Market in the Park. There's 2 playgrounds, a boat launch, dog park, outdoor stage, and tree-lined 3-mile walking trail connected to 2 other community parks.
For Restaurant Big Market, the winner is
Dorrego's at Hotel Valencia Riverwalk in San Antonio. San Antonio is famed for its exquisite Tex-Mex, but this waterfront hotel finds inspiration farther south, in Argentina. Dorrego's brings the flavors of northern Argentina and the Pampas to diners through classic dishes like locro, a hearty corn and meat stew, empanadas, chorizo a la parrilla, and premium Argentine steaks and wines. Diners can also enjoy a table on the Riverwalk Terrace or cozy up in the romantic Spanish colonial interior.
For Restaurant Mid-Market 1, the winner is
Hippie Chicks River Shack in Concan. Nestled beneath the trees on the Frio River, this laid-back, family-friendly restaurant and bar was established by a trio of female friends. There's hearty fare, including buffed-out breakfast tacos, brisket nachos, and burgers, plus spirits, Texas craft beers, and wines from Del Rio's Valverde Winery. Live music by local musicians seals the deal.
For Restaurant Mid-Market 2, the winner is
The Golden Rule Georgetown. No longer content to simply be home to the most beautiful square in Texas, Georgetown now has the Golden Rule, a new whiskey bar that the Bourbon Review ranks as one of the nation's top watering holes. The speakeasy-style bar has curated over 100 different whiskeys, as well as other spirits, and serves craft cocktails and a Southern-influenced menu highlighting local ingredients. Insider tip, don't skip the Buffalo Trace Bourbon Blondies.
For Restaurant Small Market, the winner is
Neighbors Kitchen and Yard in Bastrop. Texas legends like Shiny Ribs and Jack Ingram have taken the stage at this lively, award-winning venue, restaurant, and bar that also serves as a hub for the Bastrop Music Festival. Its perch above the Colorado River provides views and a hint of a breeze, but you can also cool off with a draft beer from the on-site Iron Bridge Ice House Brewery. Neighbors is part of The Crossing, a cluster of 9 buildings from the mid to late 1800s that are on the National Register of Historic Places and have been restored by the owners to serve as a community gathering place.
For Visitor Center Big Market, the winner is
Austin Visitor Center. Travel may have screeched to a near halt in 2020, but that doesn't mean the industry took a nap. Austin Visitor Center worked continuously to adapt, increase support of local businesses, and provide up-to-date information to visitors. From launching a face mask buy one give one initiative to benefit the local hospitality industry and selling items from local businesses and makers through contactless pickup to creating events like the Austin Table Virtual Cookbook, which raised $17,000 for local restaurants. The Visitor Center gets kudos for keeping tourism afloat under the most challenging of circumstances.
For Visitor Center Mid-Market, the winner is
Fredericksburg Visitor Information Center. Located just 1 block from historic Main Street, the best little visitor center in Texas is housed inside a 19th century limestone dwelling. Its hardworking on-site travel counselors provide visitors with information on area attractions 7 days a week, plus an expanded selection of free literature on the hill country in Texas. With 120 parking spaces, large public restrooms, and free internet access, as well as COVID-19 implemented express service packets with maps and visitor guides, you'll want to make this your first stop when you hit town.
For Visitor Center Small Market, the winner is
The Marble Falls Visitor Center. Pro tip, get a slice of pie from the legendary Bluebonnet Cafe next door before heading to this visitor center. The latter is perched on the edge of the Colorado River, with the patio just right for savoring pastries. The volunteer staff is knowledgeable and passionate about the region and offers free trip planning advice and recommendations on everything from dining and shopping to entertainment and regional attractions. There's also free souvenir-worthy guides, maps, and brochures. If you visit during Bluebonnet season, you'll receive complimentary seeds and viewing maps.
For Wedding Venue Big Market, the winner is
Thompson, Dallas. The city's newest premier wedding venue channels the glamour of Old Dallas with its lavish 14,000 square foot ballroom featuring 21 chandeliers and 20-foot floor-to-ceiling plate glass windows with views of downtown. Designed by George Dahl as part of a $460 million preservation and restoration project, the facility has space for vehicles and large productions, plus 2 private staging areas for bridal parties. Its 2 on-site destination restaurants, Catbird and the 9 at the National, are ideal for rehearsal dinners and receptions. Should the bride and groom require a pre-honeymoon stay, lavish suites and 2 penthouses are just an elevator ride away from the reception.
And now for the statewide categories. For agritourism, the winner is
Fredericksburg, Texas Hill Country Peaches. Gillespie County peaches are famous throughout Texas for good reason. Since the 19th century, farmers have cultivated stone fruit in Fredericksburg and Stonewall because the soil and climate yield exceptionally flavorful, juicy fruit. Peach season runs from mid-May through mid-August. Seek out heralded local varieties such as Dixieland and Loring at roadside stands, many of which also sell homemade ice cream, preserves, baked goods, and more. True aficionados should plan a visit around June's Stonewall Peach Jamboree.
For bar, the winner is
Hippies, Gypsies, and Hops in Concan. The sister establishment to Hippie Chicks River Shack, this chilled out Frio River adjacent spot is Concan's first full bar to open since 2021 legislation passed allowing the sale of alcohol. Celebrate with a house-made margarita or a Bloody Mary, brimming with garnishes, and catch local musicians performing on a repurposed trailer-turned stage.
For coffee shop, the winner is
Black Sugar Cafe in Georgetown. If you feel your latte is lacking heart and soul, head to this downtown Georgetown coffee house advocating compassion and assistance with all that are in need. Delicious pastries and drinks aside, Black Sugar is committed to serving the community. The cafe remained open throughout the pandemic and the devastating February snowstorm to serve the neighborhood and first responders and to provide residents a welcoming space to retreat.
For distillery, the winner is
Oak and Eden Flagship in Bridgeport. Oak and Eden Flagship is a nano distillery and craft cocktail bar where visitors can make reservations for an hour-long bottle customization experience. After tasting a flight selected from the impressive experimental whiskey wall, you'll be guided through the process of building your own spirit by choosing base whiskey, proof, spirewood species, and infusion options. You'll walk out the proud owner of a one-of-a-kind whiskey. But stick around to enjoy one on the rocks paired with a stunning charcuterie board.
For Events Center Public Event Space, the winner is
Reunion Tower in Dallas. Looking for a creative way to celebrate? This iconic centerpiece of Dallas' skyline is 470 feet up with a 360-degree view indoor-outdoor observation deck that makes for a one-of-a-kind event venue that will wow guests of all ages.
For 4th of July celebration, the winner is
Coolest 4th of July in Fort Davis. This sleepy, high-altitude town in the Davis Mountains goes big when it comes to commemorating our country's Declaration of Independence. A horseback parade, competitive cornhole, chili macho and salsa competitions, and a surprise gunfight at the bank are just a part of the fun that attracts visitors from across Texas. Get locked up in the historic jailhouse, run a 5K, or just park a lawn chair on the courthouse green while listening to live music. Don't miss the Saturday night dance under the stars and get your grito out with Sunday's Tejano bands.
For free outdoor activity, the winner is
Cattail Marsh Boardwalk and Wetlands Education Center in Beaumont. If you'd like to spot endangered bird species, aquatic mammals, or even alligators on your morning stroll, head to this remarkable 900-acre wetlands preserve in Tyrrell Park. Created by the Beaumont Public Utilities Department in 1993, Cattail Marsh is home to more than 250 types of birds, making it an acclaimed destination for birders. It's also a scenic, tranquil wild space with miles of multi-use and equestrian trails and boardwalks, a wetlands education center, weekly yoga classes, photography workshops, children's programming, and nature screenings. Reference books, telescopes, and binoculars are all available complimentary.
For golf course, the winner is
Blackjack's Crossing at Lajitas Golf Court and Spa. Watch out for the Ocotillo when you tee off at this lauded Lanny Watkins designed course located between Big Bend National Park and Big Bend State Park. The stunning 18-hole fairway has varied terrain that includes mountainous holes and sweeping views of the Rio Grande in Mexico. The course is named after U.S. Army General Blackjack Pershing, who famously pursued Pancho Villa. History buffs will also enjoy the fact that the clubhouse is the former Lajitas trading post, once used by miners and cowboys during the early days of the Texas frontier.
For Green Initiative, the winner is
Camping Season Supplies outdoor gear rentals for a sustainable Texas. The pandemic managed to turn many of us into aspiring Lewis and Clarks, but as we've come to find out, outdoor gear doesn't come cheap. Thankfully, One Austin Shop provides an in-person and online access to gear rentals across Texas and the continental U.S. by implementing a digital platform offering curated camping packages and individual supplies, including high-quality tents, sleeping bags, hammocks, and more. Users can have the goods delivered to the store or shipped to another destination. One of CSS's primary goals is sustainability. By offering rental gear, consumers cut down on the purchase of new goods and get a no-commitment means of trying new activities. All cleaning and maintenance are handled by the supplier, which extends the lifespan of the gear, enabling more people to explore the wild places of Texas.
For guided, self-guided tour, the winner is
Texas Hill Country Wineries. The region du jour is the Texas Hill Country appellation, with more than 50 wineries, vineyards, and tasting rooms in Gillespie County alone. Take your pick of tours, wine trails, and seasonal events, including travel packages like February's Wine Lovers Celebration, Wine and Wildflower Journey in spring, and October's Wine Month Passport.
For hiking, biking trail, the winner is
Enchanted Rock. Known as a batholith, this 425-foot pink granite dome has been the subject of myth and intrigue for centuries. Today, it's a Texas landmark and designated state natural area, located 18 miles north of Fredericksburg. The area has nearly 11 miles of hiking trails, a nature trail, camping, interpretive exhibits, climbing, geocaching, stargazing, and birding.
For historical site, the winner is
Fort Concho National Historical Monument in San Angelo. Seeking an experiential and exciting crash course in Old West history, as the former headquarters for some of the most famous frontier units, including all 4 regiments of the Buffalo Soldiers and the 10th Cavalry, Fort Concho played a key role in the settlement of West Texas and remains one of the state's most important historical sites. Established in 1867 along the banks of the Concho River, the fort provides reenactments, artillery demonstrations, and colorful events like the beloved Christmas at Old Fort Concho, now in its 49th year.
For Instagrammable spot, the winner is
Austin Street Art. Murals are as much a part of Austin as breakfast tacos, live music, and barbecue. Walk the streets of the city and you'll see a dazzling array of street art, from depictions of pop culture icons, world-famous philosophical musings, and random weirdness to renderings of the historical, political, and cultural events that have shaped Austin's history. Stop at your favorite and strike a pose.
For live music venue, the winner is
Green Hall in New Braunfels. At 143 years and counting, Texas's oldest continuously operating dance hall is still going strong. Established by a first-generation German immigrant in the former farming community of Greene, the venue is now part of a New Braunfels historic district. The stage has hosted legendary performers past and present, like Lyle Lovett and Townes Van Zandt. Even if you don't two-step, the bar is a great place to say hello to longtime locals holding court.
For New Year's celebration, the winner is
Reunion Tower in Dallas. With a renowned 10-minute pyrotechnic display, this iconic structure rings in the new year with a bang. Fireworks are ignited from 560 feet above the ground, accompanied by LED lighting effects visible for miles around, offering the only 360-degree panoramic display of its kind in the Central Time Zone. If you want to watch, head downtown or find a spot along the Trinity River for the best in-your-face views.
For place to dance, the winner is
Lukenbach, Texas. Long before Waylon and Willie sang this hill country hamlet to fame, Lukenbach was a mid-19th century trading post and saloon. After it was purchased by self-proclaimed Mayor Hondo Crouch in 1971, the little community with population 3 became one of the world's great dance halls. The saloon still stands, but there's also a general store, post office, outdoor stage, and food stand. Hot tip: RVs can park overnight for a fee.
For resort, the winner is
La Cantera Resort and Spa in San Antonio. The ease of urban conveniences and attractions combined with rural tranquility at this bucolic 550-acre resort overlooking the hill country. La Cantera is a short distance from both downtown San Antonio and the hill country's wineries, rivers, and hike and bike trails. The 496-room resort also boasts 2 championship golf courses, secluded villas, and a 25,000-square-foot destination spa with outdoor treatment suites, an infinity pool with private cabanas, and 12 dining options. The Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Awards have ranked La Cantera the #1 resort in Texas and the Southwest.
For revitalization, the winner is
Baytown Nature Center. Progressive civic planning turned an abandoned subdivision into a community gathering place dedicated to the protection and preservation of the ecosystem. The city of Baytown purchased the abandoned 450-acre peninsula with the goal of restoring the native wetland habitat and its avian and aquatic species. Located along the Great Texas Coastal Birding Trail, the Nature Center also has a butterfly garden, children's discovery center, event pavilions, and dedicated picnic and paddling areas. It's a shining example of how communities can forego new development in favor of rehabbing existing areas to their natural, enjoyable habitats.
For shopping district, the winner is
Downtown Fredericksburg. While you don't need a passport to visit Fredericksburg, it has the distinctive feel of a European village. Franchises and chain stores are prohibited in the National Historic District, so the shops on Main Street are all unique small businesses. More than 150 different retailers offer antiques, home decor, men's and women's clothing, jewelry, art, souvenirs, specialty food shops, western wear, and more. There are also numerous tasting rooms selling hill country wines.
For tacos, the winner is
Fresh Caught Mahi Tacos in South Padre Island. Simple pleasures like just caught local seafood is one of South Padre Island's biggest attractions, particularly when it's tucked inside a fresh tortilla. Whether you catch and cook your own or hit one of the many coastal or Mexican eateries around town, fish tacos are pure South Padre. At local institution Mahi Nick, the namesake fish is blackened, heaped in locally made corn tortillas, and anointed with queso fresco, pico de gallo, and crema.
For travel promoter or influencer, the winner is
Javier Wallace. Native Austinite Javier Wallace has a gift for storytelling, especially when it comes to communicating the rich and vibrant history of Austin's Black community. As the founder and guide of Black Austin Tours, he takes visitors to culturally relevant neighborhoods, landmarks, and businesses, and gives an empathetic and engaging voice to the people, places, and things that have helped make Austin's music, art, and food scenes what they are today.
For winery, the winner is
Pedernales Cellars in Stonewall. This multi-generational, family-owned sustainable winery's emphasis on hill country and high plains-grown grapes and ecologically sound vineyard management yields wines of exceptional quality. Owners Julie and David Culkin focus on varietals that grow well in Texas and source part of their harvest from the original estate vineyard started by their family in the 1990s. Taste the Texas terroir and their diverse portfolio of wines and see for yourself.
And finally, for Destination of the Year, the winner is
San Angelo. Near the center of Texas, San Angelo possesses the perfect ratio of big city and Old West allure. Historic preservation abounds, from 19th century architecture and sites along the Texas Forts Trail and the annual stock show and rodeo to murals of Paintbrush Alley that pay tribute to the region's ranching and oil and gas heritage. Modern attractions include a city ballet, symphony, the acclaimed pop art museum, and award-winning Riverwalk. This fall, the city will also host Air Race 1, an international Formula One event.
On behalf of the Texas Travel Awards, I'd like to congratulate all the incredible winners this evening. Look for all of the winners listed in the November issues of Austin Monthly and San Antonio Magazine, and watch for a special Texas Travel Awards digital publication launching in November on TexasTravelAwards.com. We'd like to say thank you to our sponsor, Oak and Eden, and to learn more about their incredible whiskey, visit oakandeden.com. Again, I'm David Elder, and thank you so much for joining us. Good night.